All right, in this video, let's talk about the difference between just a regular old coach and a bulletproof coach. So, first of all, if you're seeking out coaching, I work with people that are looking for transformation in their lives. They're in this state of maybe just apathy, this loss of hope, very rigid focus, people that are impatient and just easily triggered, very reactive. And my goal is to transform you, to help get you from this this state of what we would call maybe low arousal to a state of peak performance, a state of bulletproof, where you have more peace, you're more open focused, you have that resiliency to bounce back from the challenges that you encounter. And one of the things I think that's cool about a bulletproof coach is that this type of coach entails a ton of modalities, right? We don't just talk about how to be successful and how to get there and what mindfulness things you can be doing in your life to make yourself better. We're also looking at you as a whole. We're looking at, hey, what's your nutrition like? What's your diet? How can we modify your exercise? Because people that aren't satisfying these areas of our lives, they're living in this low arousal state. They're living in this state where they can be triggered very easily. And they just don't know it because their diet is dictating how they feel. Their diet is dictating their low energy. So I think a bulletproof coach can add a little bit more value in that sense, can add a little bit more of looking at who you are on a global level and not just saying, hey, we're going to work on these life hacks and these life skills to get you there. And then the other exciting thing I think about Bulletproof is we got all this cool gear. We got all these hacks and these things that we like to do, sticking infrared lasers up your nose, attaching yourselves to neurofeedback machines. And we're all aware of these modalities. So we use these extra hacks or tools to help get you through that transformational process. But beyond all that, let's just talk about the bulletproof coaching process as a whole. One of the biggest things about this coaching curriculum is we do what's called presence-based coaching. And that means that I'm not going to just shell out advice to you. I'm not just going to consult you and tell you, oh, you should do this, you should do that. No, it's about listening to each other. It's about listening to what you have to say and then reflecting powerful questions back to you so that we can get you from point A to point B. And by dropping down in this present state, you'll find that we can actually get to the heart of the matter. Many times with coaching clients, I find that, for example, they'll tell me, oh, what's your goal? I want to lose 20 pounds. But then when we really start peeling back the onion, I start to notice, losing 20 pounds really has nothing to do with what we need to change or make you better in this particular case. A lot of times when we get to the root of the matter, it's something completely different than weight loss. And especially people, I know they can relate to this, people that have had weight loss issues for their entire life or they're always on this yo-yo type style diet and they can't figure out, why can't I do this? I mean, I'm eating low carb, I'm eating lots of protein, why can't I lose all this weight? And the problem is it has nothing to do with your weight. It has to do with you. It has to do with something that's triggering you and that's stymieing you from reaching your full potential. And so by using this style of presence-based coaching, we can really get to that underneath layer and help uncover that so that you can move forward. And then we move into the next piece, which we call the conversational piece, right? We get into your goals. We get into your values. How are you going to be every day? Who are you trying to be at this very moment? Are you trying to be powerful, energetic, loving, healthy? Then we get into your vision and your goals and what your overall accomplishments that you're looking to achieve. So we move in from the conversation, from the presence to the conversation, and then we look into what kind of resources you have. Who do you have that's on your team? Who do you have that can hold you accountable other than just me? What skills do you already possess that's going to help you achieve these goals? And then my favorite part, of course, is the hacks, using cold thermogenesis or using a vibration platform to move all your cells around, to move that lymph fluid, hanging upside down. I mean, the hacks are just endless, and we can get into that later. That's one of my favorite parts of the coaching process. And then finally, the action portion of the coaching process. A coach is not here just to make you feel lovey-dovey and throw out some high fives. Yes, I'm going to do that, but more importantly is, hey, what action steps are we going to take to reach your goals? What's going to happen if this gets in the way or it rains on this day and you get off track? What are you going to do? How are you going to be if that happens? So it's about setting guidelines and priorities, right? Taking action steps towards getting you towards your goal. Okay, so that's the Bulletproof coaching process in a nutshell. I hope to hear from you soon.